Hello everyone, welcome to another video for Numot Gaming. Ben Chapman here, going to be looking at the first kind of ranked deck I've built post-patch, post-wipe. The first legendaries I crafted were Sandstorm Titan and Surso. Just felt like that I could have gone any direction there, but I decided I just wanted to have a proactive deck to get going with. I think ultimately I'm going to want to be crafting some sort of control deck, but early on I want to be able to, win pretty effectively so that I can get more resources to craft more cards later. And I didn't really want to play an all-in aggressive deck. I feel like I can build one of those pretty effectively without too much commitment, though Bandit Queen is now legendary, so that throws a wrench to that a little bit. So I wouldn't fault someone for building Bandit Queen as their first deck to get going, but I don't know, part of me just wanted to play with these time cards more, so that's what I went with. And I also happened to just open 4 Xenon Obelisks and 4 Dawnwalkers, so I didn't need to go out of my way too much to craft those, so they kind of all fit together, I think, in this sort of deck. So we're playing sort of ramp deck with Initiate of the Sands, Wrangler, and then the kind of 5 strength theme, so Dawnwalker, Wrangler, False Prince, Titan, Surso, and then Carnosaur. And the new addition really is Thunderstrike Dragon. It was brought down to 6 cost from 7, which is actually pretty huge. Kind of competing influence-wise with the Carnosaur, and so that's why I decided to cut the Predator's Instincts for Seek Power to kind of help smooth that out. Playing a couple scouting parties, it might just be correct to cut these for more of these cards as they synergize a bit better, but the scouting party does go really well with the Obelisk, and it lets you have another threat against the control decks. I don't know, it's just, I think diversifying the threats is not a bad idea. So, not too complicated of a deck tech here. I'm playing 4 Wasps as my defensive card of choice. It answers a number of different things pretty well. It can also be a weapon against the relic weapon decks when you're using Xenon Obelisk to buff it up. So I like that. Ambush is just a good thing to have against some of the control decks, as they can attack you with their 4/1 weapon, and then at the end of your turn you bring in the Wasp, and then attack the weapon and kill it. So that gets you some good value. So that is what I'm trying to do with the Wasp, and it's just good against the other aggressive decks, especially Recano, where they can have their Aegis units and suit them up. You just put the Wasp in and block and trade off. So a little more effective than something like Permafrost, which doesn't do well against Aegis and doesn't hit Titan. Like, this is a great answer to other Titans. So Wasp is really, I think, where you want to be as far as an answer card goes in this sort of deck. So that's all for the deck tech. Let's play some games.